Water.
We're coming up on a village.
I wonder what business that could be.
What? I can't see anything in this rain.
Enhanced senses.
I don't think any amount of enhancement will let you see through this weather.
It's not sight, it's smell. Rain makes smoke stay closer to the ground. I can pick up faint traces in the air.
Well, if we're coming up on a village, then we're near...
Olayak of Solheim. This is where I take point.
Must we really be so careful?
Yes. During my mother's youth, our country nearly went to war with Solheim.
Tensions between the two nations never truly relaxed. I was more than a little busy during the whole affair.
Ah, yes, the assassin.
Assassin?
A story for another time. Look.
You know, I've been meaning to ask, why is it you always seem to be traveling through this spitting rain?
Wait, really? You don't know?
No.
Well, you know Ryusha's primary export is foodstuffs, right? Primarily grains, vegetables, and the like.
Yeah.
Why exactly do you think that is? This is a simplification, but crops need two things to grow. Rich soil and a lot of water. Ryuja has both, in abundance.
I will go and secure our rooms.
I don't trust her.
I'll go with you.
No, I don't need.
There is hardly a reason to split up. We all want out of the rain.
I'll get the horses stabled.
I'll help.
Fine. They have stable boys for a reason, you know.
I'm sorry.
No, Prude, I should be the one who's...
Look, shut up. I'm trying to talk. You have never once done anything to hurt me. Even when I hurt you, you never turned your back on me. The worst thing you've ever done is give me distance. And yet, the moment I questioned your decision, I immediately began to question whether you were even a friend, let alone an ally. I still can't look at Sakurai without seeing the life she stole from me, but... Ash, you weren't wrong. Even if your reason for resurrecting her turned out to be wrong, you were right in doing so. I can't say I'll ever fully forgive her for what happened, be it her fault or not. But Ash, I want you to know that what you did, it isn't even something that I should say I forgive you for, but I do. Ash, I'm sorry. There, I said it. I'm not gonna cry again today. Goddess, I thought that damn sword fixed my sadness.
It almost looks like Brood with how they write their P's. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, Goddess, you're soaking! You do shielding magic yet? Why are you so wet?
I think Sword cured you of something far worse than simple sadness. This is natural and beautiful and something you should embrace.
Fine, I will. Just stop embracing me, you fish. No. Stop. Seriously, it's like hugging a wet towel. So, how are things with Tara?
Great. You and Heck?
Great. So, have you knocked socks?
Wait, is that a real phrase?
Is that a yes?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
What? Of course it is. We have to dish about it down and dirty.
That's not very princess-like.
Neither were the things I did with Hector.
What?
Neither were the things I did with...
What?
Apparently, he's been receiving sexual education with Luciana. Did you know her first name is Libidinus? Yeah, Zachariah is Zachariah Luciana.
Sexual education? For a second there, yeah, I could see Hector receiving an actual education in that.
Didn't she give you some lessons too?
Goddess, when you say it in that tone of voice, you make it sound so dirty.
I know. Light and shadows, though. That woman is dirty. I walked past her and Zach...
Spitting? No, please don't.
I didn't see anything. I just heard them.
Nope.
Oh, come on. You like girls. And even I can tell those two are way attracted to the new you.
Yeah, but I'll never be able to see them as anything other than the heads. And the heads are old.
Elfmod isn't that old. Nissa definitely isn't that old.
Yeah, but they're different.
Need help?
No, we're almost done. So, Tara, Ash won't tell me. How was your first time?
Golly.
That was a long time ago.
Ooh, scandalous. I thought Ash was your first.
No, it was a very long time ago.
Do tell more.
No!
Come on, Ash. Surely you know by now.
Tell her no.
I don't really know much about it.
Oh, come on. She never told you anything.
Nope, never really came up on our journey.
What about you, Elna? Do you know anything about Tara's first time?
It's not something I like to talk about. But it's as Ash said, it never came up.
A pity. So, what about your most recent time, Tara? Tell us, how was Ash?
Can we please not talk about Tara's sex life? You can discuss nonsense like that where I can't hear it. After we get settled.
Sorry, I got kind of carried away.
not gonna lie, it was amazing. I'm really glad she turned out to be straight so I could snatch her up.
What was that?
Nothing!
Yeah, I feel sad for Elena because, like, she seems like a great gal, but she's under his control, which just is like, no.
This is nice. So, how have things been going for you? I know you've been receiving letters from the mountain. Anything in yours that isn't in mine? I have no idea what that was. Something from Belinda? Trying to do the same training as her? I would like to, but even her letters make very little sense. The kobolds have her doing everything and anything. I assume Hector will figure it out eventually. And when he does, I just plan to read his book. I think my opinion on wasting time trying to learn what's already known is clear. And as long as I'm here, I have more important things to work on than trying to figure out improperly documented magic. I will stop at nothing less than completely undocumented magics. Eldritch stuff. Maybe magic's only documented in ancient histories. Point is, it's gotta bring me some notoriety. It's nice being myself. It's not often I get to just let myself go. Spit. She's still alive. Light and shadows, she's practically ground meat.
Yeah. Really? It's only giving us one option? Well, that's... What? 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 There's only... Right? That just seems kind of like, why?
Oh, no, no, no!
Oh dear.
Look, maybe they don't come if you're watching.
What, like how a watched pot never boils?
Exactly.
But a watched pot does boil, Mr. Edge.
Oh. Well, I mean, yeah, of course it does. But magic is a different matter. Even the kobolds only have approximations of how the postways work.
I think I may head back and check out the kobolds, see how the hunt is going.
Wow. You know, all this time, I thought that it was just teleporting the letters. Didn't think they were actually collected by magical polar bears. I mean, I had been told, of course.
A magical polar bear, apparently.
Where in all the hells? Greetings, sir. I am here to verify the employment of an individual with which you may be familiar. One Priamos, a siren male, black hair, blue complexion. I ask then the following. Are you aware of his current whereabouts? We have reason to believe an individual in residence at the Palace of Ryuja, Celeste, may have assumed Mr. Priamos's identity. Would you be able to provide a means to confirm his identity? The goggles? I am afraid he lost them. Water? This water specifically? Then I shall take the jar if offered. But it's good to know that we can rule out the narrative quandary that we're guaranteed, had I not asked and promptly spilled the jar on my return. I apologize. I read too much. I start to see tropes in my own life. That's an invitation to leave if ever I've seen one. Before I go, I was wondering, do you have any sort of contracts, or request forms, or paperwork, or anything really, to request new postbox locations? Another time.
Interesting. Well, that's what he thinks. So the water is supposed to basically help him tell. Interesting.
So...
It's the inn playing Christmas music.
I would really like to know more about your being dead. Could you tell me about it?
Well, I would start by not recommending it.
Well, no, he had goggles when he showed up. He had the goggles, I think, on his head. But then when he got knocked unconscious, I think they got lost. He had them.
But wouldn't you know? Weren't you dead?
Just brain dead. So...
So, how is it being without magic?
I can't complain.
Really?
No, I'm lying. It is pretty much the worst.
I would love to see Niss's reaction when she heard you had lost your magic. I think she'd cry. Tears of joy.
You think she'd be so happy to know of my misfortune?
She'd be happy to know she finally had the chance to catch up. You were always able to pull ahead of her, no matter how hard that girl tried. Probably had something to do with being a gray mage. 4 hearts and all.
I only had the 3.
I think he did. I'm fairly certain he did.
Light, where the spitting stiggards are our drinks?
The barkeep said...
Do you know him?
His ears.
A half-elf?
What?
He's a half-elf. Like you.
I'm...
You can't tell me no one has told you you're part elf. Half-elves aren't even rare. Elves are incredibly common in the forest beyond the southern mountain range. They're compatible with humans, too. They're as uncommon as a baby born of parents of 2 nations, but still nothing worth staring at. I probably assumed you knew or something. It's really not a big deal. It's like finding out you're half redhead.
Do you think it was my mother or my father?
Do I look like a genealogist?
I don't know.
Yeah,
What does a
that's what I-
genealogist look like?
Why are you discussing genealogy?
Hector here didn't know he was part elf.
The ears weren't a dead giveaway?
What? You know about this too?
Yes. How did you not?
Why didn't anyone tell me?
It'd be like going up to Zachariah and asking if she realized she was white. You don't do that. Anyway, how did the whole elf thing come up? Another half-elf. So?
Hector had never seen one before. Can't remember if we had an elven student while he was attending. Likely because it's so rare for elves to possess either shadow or light. Probably natural water mages, or whatever the kobolds call them.
I couldn't help but overhear you discussing me. Or at least my ears. I'm Norval. Norval Barton is my full name. Not that my full name is anything special. I didn't mean to interrupt you or anything, I just thought I should say hello since you're talking about me. Maybe I,
Shut up.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Nope, just shut up. You're talking too much. It is true we were discussing you, and half-elves in general. Have a seat. You're welcome to join the discussion.
I don't really, have much to say about
Who knows? See why he's here is what I'm thinking. Ow.
So, about
Which of your parents was the elf? I don't know myself, I was an orphan. Are they a good parent? Are elves good parents? Do you think that is an inherent trait, or is it just coincidence? Can you perform magic? Do you know if elves have any special magic of their own outside of Shadow and Light?
So pretty much no matter what we chose, he was gonna speak up.
I don't think,
Do you?
Hector.
Much of what you asked I do not have an answer to. The answers I do have, however, I'd much prefer not discussing with those I've only just met.
What brings you to this forlorn little tavern, Norville?
Here particularly, nothing. I'm trying to gather stories. I want to learn more about the world than the tiny part I've seen. I want to learn its stories, be they myth or history. I want there to be a record of the world, and for my legacy to be that record.
That's very noble of you.
Oh my gosh, let's see if we can...
So, about...
Which of your parents was the elf? I don't know myself, I was an orphan.
Can you
Can you perform?
I don't think...
Do you?
Hector.
Much of what you are, I'd much prefer not discussing with those I've only just met.
So, Norville, have you ever heard of the Knights of the Blade?
Knights of the Blade. Oh, yes, actually.
We did the first one, the second one results in Hector going crazy talking. This is the last choice. Ow.
The legend of the weapons. It was a knight who told me this legend. It's both lovely and entirely fantastic. I think the knight told me his order was the Blades.
Norville, tell me, do you remember the name of this knight?
No, I'm afraid not. But, his name was Vreus. Vreus Wondervale.
A gnome?
Weird.
So what is it?
That is hardly an appropriate question.
Yes! A much better question would be one with a yes or no answer.
Is there a reason for this meeting? Has any progress been made with the murderer?
One would hope we would have heard about the murderer being caught before a meeting was held. I am concerned this meeting may have been called for more dire circumstances. It wouldn't be without precedent, not when we are losing students.
We've only lost 2.
And Professor, you act as though these are acceptable losses.
We regularly lose at least 1 a year due to accidents with magic. It is something that comes with the territory of our work. And yet, this year, we have lost no one to incompetence. Only murder.
While I am glad to see we've evened out, I would prefer it if we did not lose any students at all.
A task far easier said than done.
We are all present, and thus we shall begin. We shall begin by bringing to head a simple fact. It has been going upon months, and we are no closer to identifying the murderer from either amidst our staff or our students. It is time to face the fact that if we cannot identify and resolve this issue, we must start sending students home. We cannot keep them here, not if we cannot keep them safe.
Do you have any idea what you're suggesting?
How much time before you send them away?
I assure you, I know exactly what I am doing. And I have the full support of my fellow head. To answer the second question, I have made arrangements to have the mountain evacuated today.
Interesting idea. Playing the waiting game isn't working for us. By doing this, we change the rules of the game. For better or worse, we're forcing the creature to change their tactics. By setting about to remove their hunting ground, they'll be forced to act, even if that act is to try to escape. It's dangerous. For if the beast feels cornered, we can't know how it will respond. But if it does anything other than slink away in defeat, it will expose itself, and will finally have an advantage. Either she suspects you, or she's been compromised. I can't imagine a good reason for the creature to destroy its own prime hunting ground unless there's something much larger we're not seeing here. So I intend toward she doesn't trust you. No, she didn't include me on this. But I have my men prepared. Preston too. Though he's told me that magical sword of yours has been absent recently. Busy with battles elsewhere. No, I don't know what that means. Preston doesn't either. He's more than upset that he can't do his shifts at the palace. But I've officially hired him on here for now.
I would love to know your theory. That would be definitely an interesting twist.
Oh, him? I don't know. But not the changeling, I don't think. He arrived in the middle of a murder. Unless we're dealing with several beasties. Yeah, same here.
Interesting theory.
Oh, the rain! Yes, I hope your plans involve being inside.
Are you serious?
Most of the time, yes, but this time I am mostly certain.
Where is Croc?
He's busy checking something, trying to find the changeling.
Oh, will he be okay?
He brought Sword. I think he'll be fine.
Oh, well, okay.
I wish we'd been able to complete your training.
What are you talking about? We've done so much as it is. I'm ahead of everyone in the castle. What is it with everyone and those dumb smiles today? Are you keeping something from me?
No, I just hope you're right.
Are you ready, Belinda?
Be right there. Don't worry. Even if Priamos is the changeling, I'm sure I'll be fine.
Maybe.
Shall we?
Yeah, I hope I was right. I don't want to be wrong.
Zachariah, what did you do to that girl?
Who, the gnome? I didn't do anything, I've only just met her.
You really have no idea who she is.
Well, the fact that she seems to recognize me means I would have had to have met her quite a long time ago. No way she'd know this face otherwise.
Do gnomes, do they live that long?
Not much is known about gnomes. Probably live longer, like elves.
Yeah.
Yes, but elves don't live quite that much longer.
Yetis do.
Do they?
To think I spent so long alive, only to find I know so little.
Do you really? Know so little, I mean.
No. Goddess, no. It's just, the world is so large. So immense that even a long life cannot teach you everything.
So, are you going to fight me, or are we just gonna stand here glaring each other down all day?
You know, this kind of thing really makes me appreciate life, number 2. Wonder if I can score immortality while I'm at it.
Immortal? Also, aren't you getting a little off subject?
I should probably talk to Sword about it. It might have a few ideas.
I'm still here, you know.
Hello? My name is Zachariah, and you are?
my name to a crazy changeling?
Her name is Lillerly. The keep told us she'd bring our drinks.
Where are our drinks anyway, little gnome?
So why does she think she's a changeling? That's weird.
We gather here today at a time far earlier than we often do. Alright, my apologies. You should all know that this is no less of a momentous occasion, and there is not a one among you who is unprepared. We are here to remind ourselves that there are two orders, two halves of one whole. This isn't...
In times long forgotten, before we knew of magic, before we made it our own. There were two beasts, worms of night and day. It was in them that the magic we call light and shadow were born. Night would feast
upon the death of the land, burning away the impurities until the soil was as black as a new moon. Day would feed upon the pure earth and return life back to the land. So did the world blossom, as does our magic.
No, it was not until they became one that...
What
are you doing?
For I cannot forget Carcosa, where the black stars hang.
They should know what they're really doing. They should know what the pairing ritual really is.
Is that why you swapped Nissa's notes? Don't think I can't recognize your handwriting.
Yes.
Begin.
I'm not sure we're ready for all the students to be convinced that the Grey Mages are misunderstood.
She's pretty much a Grey Mage in training.
But I can show them something new for you. They'll be talking about that one for years.
She paired herself again. Yeah, I agree.
Thank you for coming.
No worries, Master Cook, but why did you want to meet me here?
I was just hoping you could answer a few questions.
Uh-huh.
I was simply curious if you knew why you smelled of this sunken island.
Oh, is she a changeling?
I had never thought to cover my actual scent. Man, and I've only been here a few days. Tell me, who?
I swear this isn't phallic imagery.
Did you see where she landed?
No, she got some serious distance, though.
Let's go look for the body. I want to confirm her death.
Oh, that means real Swan's dead. Yeah, it sounds like it. So, maybe the guy I picked for Belinda to go on a date with isn't all terrible. Maybe. Or there's more than one changeling.
We need to run. They're going to kill everyone in the palace. I got you out. I'm supposed to keep you away until they're ready to kill you. Now's your one and only chance to get away.
What?
We need to run!
What? No!
Please! This is all I can do for you.
Who? What?
The knights have already infiltrated the palace. Worse, they have a warlock.
What the hell's a warlock? Hector?
No! Something none of you can deal with. You have to run.
No! My brother, my friends, my apprentice, they're all still there! To be honest, I'm still not entirely sure you aren't just messing with me.
Only by human standards. Although, to be honest, I'm ugly in this form by my people's standards too.
So you're a chainling?
Well no, actually, this is normal for sirens, but the fact remains the warlock is going to...
So, he can change appearances whenever, like, water, that makes sense. That would actually make very good sense because the whole fact of how mermaids and sirens are. Outside of water, they look one way, and in water, they look another way. Hence the reason why water would change his appearance and show if he was an actual siren.
It's just Priamos. It's a siren thing.
Oh no.
Yeah. No.
Yep, Swan was the changeling.
I know I said it's not my problem, but I can't do it. I can't distance myself from this bile-filled backwater kingdom.
Swan's a mage?
Aww, Swan's dead. Well, this Swan is evil. Swan is actually dead, though.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Priamos is good, though. Haha!